Past couple of weeks, we've had three hurricanes. There was a 6.1 earthquake that hit New Zealand. There was a 6.1 earthquake that hit Japan. Mexico, there was two earthquakes within a week. The second one was 7.1. Sri Lanka had a 5.7 earthquake. And all this just happened within a couple weeks. I mean, even in Manhattan, New York last week, for the first time, they felt a tremor since 1887. We were just talking about how we become anxious and what is going on in the world. And this can really lead to some anxiety. But I want to talk about what the Bible says about that today on their morning cup of inspiration. You know, over in Matthew 24, 4 through 8, the Bible says, "And Jesus answered and said to them, See to it that no one mislead you, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will mislead many. You will be hearing of wars and rumors of wars." Boy, what do we hear about today? It's happening from North Korea. We're still getting stuff coming out of Iraq and Afghanistan. Well, in Iran, of course, they're still doing their nuclear stuff, so saber rattling. So that's all there. See that you are not frightened. That's what he just tells us. Don't be frightened by this. This is what's going to happen. For those things must take place, but that is not yet the end. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and in various places there will be famines and earthquakes. And look at all the earthquakes we just had. But all these things are merely the beginning of birth pangs. You see, God hasn't left us. He hasn't forsaken us. He's actually foretold us what's going to happen. This is what's happening around us now. It's all happening around us. We have no reason to be anxious about it. We have no reason to be afraid. He tells us that. See that you are not frightened. We don't have to be. We can turn to Him. You know, it reminds me of the story when Christ was on the boat during the storm. And the disciples, of course, were going, they all thought they were going to die. And they ran down there to wake Him up. And of course, what did He do? He calmed the storm. That's over in Matthew 8, 23 through 27 is that story. But one thing I want to point out about that really is never mentioned. God did not wake up, or Jesus did not wake up for the storm, but He immediately arose when they were knocking on the door and said they needed His help. He saw that they were frightened, that they were afraid, and He didn't want them to be. And He calmed that, and He took care of that situation. And He does that in our lives as well. All we have to do is ask. All we have to do is receive from Him His peace, His comfort, His guidance. But all we have to do is say, Lord, just help me. Help me not to be afraid. Help me not to be anxious. Just give me a peace in my life. He will do that for you. All we have to do is ask. I hope you will take that with you today and that will bless you. I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. God bless you, everyone. Have a great day.